everyone, I am Jessie Sheehan, and I am Colavita Olive Oil's resident baking expert. And today I am making olive oil popovers. Popovers are unbelievably easy to make, and since I am obsessed with all things easy peasy, I love popovers. They are incredibly dramatic, incredibly delicious, and literally take about 2 minutes to assemble, 20 minutes to bake, and then you're eating them. You feel me? Amazing. And in this recipe, we're using a neutral olive oil. I like it for this recipe. It means that the popovers are just gonna kind of taste like a regular old popover. However, they would be delicious with like Colavita's Premium Select, for instance, and that would just give it a much brighter, kind of stronger olive oil flavor. So you do you, okay? Today I'm doing me, hi, and I'm using this, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We are using a super high-powered blender, but you do not have to use that. You can use whatever blender you have. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 4 eggs. I like the eggs to be room temperature, because it just helps everything get nice and fluffy and puts a lot of air into the batter, and that's what we want. Batter that kind of rises up the minute it gets into the oven. Now we're gonna add 1 1/3 cups of milk. I'm using whole milk here. There we go. And I'm gonna use 3 tablespoons of Colavita olive oil. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now I'm going to put this onto my blender, and I'm going to blend this up for about 15 seconds, okay? So hold on. Let's just get her all set up. We don't want her exploding. Now that may not have been a total 15 seconds, but that's good enough. You're nice and foamy. I see some little kind of milky bubbles on top, and who doesn't love a milky bubble, am I right? Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna add our flour. Boop. Oh, I kind of like the sound of that. Were you able to hear that? I love the sound of that. Now we're gonna add some salt. And at this point, if you wanted, you could add some herbs, you could add some cheese, you could add some black pepper. We're doing kind of a very neutral popover that you could serve with jam, but you could also serve with salted butter. You feel me? So it can go sweet or savory, which I love. So it's very flexible. Okay, we're gonna do another 15 seconds over here, so stand by. And there we go, peeps. Now here's the thing. I like to just take my spatula, just kind of scrape the edges to make sure there aren't any like little flour pockets. But I do not see flour pockets in here. And you can see everything is, whoop, there's a little flour pocket, but I got it. So I'm kind of getting all those pockets out, making sure we're all ready to go. Now, this is when things get incredibly exciting, but also a little scary. I have my popover pan in the oven, preheating in my 450-degree oven, because if the pan is super hot, when you add the popover batter, they explode. Whoop, splash. They explode. And that's how you get those really tall popovers. A combination of room temp ingredients and then a super hot pan. So I'm gonna grab the pan. I am going to brush it with a little olive oil. Then I'm gonna come back here and we're gonna pour our batter in, okay? So stay tuned. Okay, so I got my popover pan. You can see how cool and awesome it is. I'm not gonna touch it because I don't wanna burn myself. I have brushed it with some Colavita, Colavita olive oil. And I like to move quickly now. I'm gonna give this a quick blending. Then I'm gonna pop this off and I'm gonna try and do it as evenly as possible, pour my batter into my popover pan. I'm kind of aiming for about 2/3 of the way full. You want to move quickly, my friends, because the faster you move, the more likely it is that you will get super tall popovers, which is what we all love. In case you didn't know that you loved it, you do. I have a little bit of extra batter, so I'll probably put a teeny bit extra in each one. Maybe a little closer to 3/4 rather than 2/3. I'm dripping a teeny bit, but nothing I'm super worried about. I want to pop this right back into that 450-degree oven, the same hot oven that this pan was just in. And then we're going to bake these cuties for about 20-25 minutes. We're not going to rotate these because I don't like to open the oven door at all. See you soon. Oh my gosh, peeps. Look at these gorgeous popovers. Look how tall. Just gonna pull them out so you can see how beautiful and tall. Come on, little cutie, come on. Beautiful and tall. A little hot. I just love them. They were so easy to make, as you guys saw. They baked in about 20-25 minutes. They're so dramatic looking. Boom, boom, boom. They're nice and sturdy, but really fluffy and delicious inside. I would recommend when you make popovers that you eat them right away. They're just best when they're nice and hot, right out of the oven and super tall. Because as they kind of get room temp, they are going to deflate a little. But I love this one with its kind of funny little edge. So they each have a little bit of character, a little bit of different than the next, but they all look, I think, amazing and dramatic. They were all made with Colavita olive oil, and I just think that the oil helps make them moist, helps make them just the special popovers that they are. Thank you so much for following along with me while we made these olive oil popovers. Again, I'm Jessie Sheehan. I'm Colavita's resident baking expert, and you can find this recipe over on the Colavita olive oil site.